Hi, this is Paul Horn. I am an attorney. I'm also a CPA. I wanted to share my experience with you. I applied for the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. I'm a small business. I have employees. I got approved today. So I applied it. I applied on April the 3rd. I got approved there. So I wanted to walk you through the process how I got approved for this payroll protection program, the PPP, which is essentially part of the CARES Act. Okay, so to start us off, let me just give you the basic of this paycheck protection program. So what it is essentially from the 2.2 trillion of this CARE Act comes $350 billion allocated to the PPP program. And there's so much demand that Congress currently is trying to put another $250 billion into circulation for this Paycheck Protection Program. So small businesses qualifies if they have if they have less than 500 employees. This loan is up to 10 million bucks. It's up to $10 million. So it's the real thing. It's a lot of money on the table. Okay. So how would you calculate this number? How would you calculate this number? So essentially what you do is this. So you basically, you take your monthly payroll, and you would basically, the average, multiply that by 2.5, okay? And 100% of it is forgivable. So let's say whatever your monthly payroll average cost is, multiply that by 2.5, you get that money. If you spend it on payroll, utility, and so forth, if 75% of it goes to payroll, 25% of it goes to rent, utility, and so forth, is 100% forgivable. So the form that you basically need to fill out is, let me just show you what that form looks like. That form looks like this. That form looks like this, okay? It's the Paycheck Protection Program. So when you apply, most bank is gonna make you apply via the internet, via online. And this form is gonna be baked into their online program. All the information on this form is easy to figure out. You know, for example, your business name, your business tax ID number, and so forth. Certification that you're not a felon, and so forth. Okay, the the one number that you need help with is probably this average monthly payroll. That's probably what you need help with. Okay, so let me help you walk through that real fast. So this is what you do. So basically, I created a sort of an Excel spreadsheet to help you figure this number out. So to help you figure out what is your monthly average payroll, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your gross payroll. So let's say if you have a W-3 at 940 or 941. Let's say your monthly payroll cost is 20,000. Your W-2 payroll cost is 20 grand per month. Multiply that by 12. Annualize it up. So it's 240,000. Health insurance, let's say you pay another 35 grand the whole year. And we're talking about the last 12 months, So let's say the whole year you spend 35 grand for health care for your employee, put that in. A retirement plan, 401k, let's say you do a matching 401k. Let's say that costs you 30 grand, for example. You put that in there. The whole year, 30 grand. So you add up all these three numbers, 240 plus 35 plus 30,000. The total is 305. You take 305, divide that by 12, gives you 25,416. Now you multiply that by 2.5. So 2.5 multiply that by 25,416. That's your 63 grand. Okay, that's your 63 grand. So once you are approved, you would get this 63 grand as free money to pay for your payroll costs, to pay for your rent. 60, that's a lot of money. Okay, so that's the formula. That's the formula you would use. So for example, I got approved today, conditionally approved. So let me just show you how that sort of that went. So for example, so basically go to the bank that you have a checking account with, a business account with. So for example, my bank is is US Bank. So my bank, US Bank. So on April the 4th, I went to US Bank. I basically says, hey, I want to apply for the PPP. They sent me an email on April 4th saying, hey, go ahead and apply. So I applied. And then on April the 5th, they send me back and says, okay, look, here's the link. Go and put in your PPP information, okay? So, and I did that. And then today, this morning, which is April 13th, I got a conditional approval, okay? And then they asked me, hey, so then they asked me to upload the 940, the 941, okay? The 940, those are your payroll form. Those are the payroll that substantiate your 20 grand per month payroll that we did earlier, okay? So it's terrific. There's a lot of money on the table. You know, it's instead of laying off your employee, this is a wonderful program. Like, for example, at my firm, we don't have to lay off anybody because we are using this program. It's terrific. Apply for it. And thank you for watching.